Hi everyone. So today's card is going to be, it's going to be a bit inky, so you are going to get a bit messed up with this one. So be prepared. I just have a circle die cut there that I have used on previous videos from 2 years ago maybe, and it's still sticky and it still works. So that's going to be where my moon will be on the card. I'm using the stamp set from Paper Smooches called Ghoulfriends. I thought it was kind of cute and it was on sale, but it was really sweet. And I think the monster in it is hysterical, so I had to I had to buy it. And I'm just using some blender brushes and some oxide inks here. I've started with Wilted Violet, which is one of my favorite purples. I then have, I believe, Blueprint Sketch. Hello, say the words. Which I'm then going round the edges of that and then going back to the purple to blend. So I'm going backwards and forwards between the two to get the blend really nice. You can do this with normal distress inks, but the oxides seem to blend like butter. Like butter? I sounded like Laura. Oh, what's her name? Laura. Oh, I don't want to say her name wrong. Basson? I love her. She's so funny. Anyway, so that reminded me of her. And I also have some Versacolor, white. I don't know what the color is. I think it's just white. And also some black soot oxide. The white I'm using around the moon, the edge of the moon, so that it gives that sort of glow to it. And you'll see later on I will also bring in some antique linen, which helps to sort of give the moon a more moon look, if that made any sense. so yeah. And the paper I'm using is some I believe this one was Smith's mixed media paper. I'm sure that's the one I used for this one. And it's so good because it just use a paper that can handle moisture or water. So like a watercolor paper would work. If you're covering the whole panel, it doesn't matter whether it's white or it's a creamy color watercolor paper. It's just something that can handle some moisture is a good thing. So here's where I'm going to do the moon now. And I just think it makes such a difference. I was going to spray it at that point, but then I decided to sort my moon out first and then spray it so that the moon then also has that speckled moon look, if that makes sense. So when you've spritzed it, it then has more of that sort of, where it's got the craters on the moon and things like that. So then I've got some old school. I mean, I've had this thing probably 10 plus years, must be. It's an Adirondack ink paint dabber. And I've got the pearl colour here, and I'm going to just add some water and flick it off my acrylic block so that it creates this sort of splatter across the panel. And I also am cleaning up everything very quickly because it is paint, it will be permanent. So yeah, just be aware. And now I'm giving my paper a bit of a blow dry. It's not a hairdryer, by the way. It's a very, very hot tool, but it reminds me of a little hairdryer, so it makes me laugh every time I use it. I can't help myself. Small things amuse me and all that. So I'm just going to try and do the next step. Seriously, it took me forever. If anybody has any ideas on what I could do here, other than the only thing I could think was to heat emboss them with black embossing powder, but I could not for the life of me. I used the most vibrant black ink I could think of, which is my VersaFine Onyx Black, and I could not get them to just not look like they were see-through. So you'll see here I'm going to stamp it like 15 times. No, not really 15, but you know what I mean. I'm just going to stamp it like so many times just to try and get it to actually work, and it just would not do it. So I went with it because, it's Halloween and all that, and I just thought, you know what, it's just a bit of fun. At least you guys will have an idea of what I'm trying to achieve here. I could have also die cut. I even tried black oxide ink. I could have die cut them and stuck them on the card, but the idea with this is to use, it's just a 1-layer card. There's no other dimension at all on this card. So for me, this works. You know, this is what I wanted to do. I didn't want to have to, you know, die cut 15 different things out and then have to put them on there. I just wanted to play with my inks, paints, splatter, and just get it done. And I think it looks really good, but it just looks like they're a bit see-through. I mean, what bat is see-through? I mean, hello. So yeah, just kind of wing that bit. So I'm still going to carry on. I'm still doing, you know, I'm going to go ahead with it. I'm doing the monster as well. And I just, like I say, I think he's so funny. I just thought he was so cute. Anyway, I also am going to die cut some black cardstock using a Lawn Fawn grass border die. It's the straight one, but you could easily use the wavy ones that they have. I am obsessed with Lawn Fawn. I'm just putting that out there in case you haven't noticed. And on that, and I'm sorry, I did cut most of this bit off like you do, but I'm basically trying to line up the sentiment so that I can stamp it onto that black piece of cardstock, which I've already die cut the grass out of. And being a nighttime scene, I thought that made more sense than anything. And so and again, I'm going to apologize in this video if things aren't quite lining up. I'm having some issues with my PC, as you guys will know from the previous video. So yeah, still trying to work that one out, but hopefully you guys enjoy this video and, you know, are able to do what you need to do with it. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully it inspires you to give this a whirl. And all I've done for the sentiment is I'm heat embossing it with some Cosmic Shimmer embossing powder that is in a like shimmery kind of color. It's a clear, but it's shimmery, and it actually worked really well on the black cardstock. I didn't think it was going to, honestly. I just thought, yeah, that ain't gonna work. So yeah, we're just, you know, we're winging it, like I say, with some of this stuff. So I'm not sure where you guys are in the video yet, because like I say, this is all a bit out of sync. So I'm going to pop him onto the card base. Card base is a grey cardstock from Stampin' Up. I think it's Smoky Slate, and it is measures, it's an A2 size card, it's top folding card. So I'm just going to pop the grass on the little guy over him so it looks like he's coming out of the grass, and then I am going to bring out some googly eyes. I thought, what Halloween card is not Halloween without googly eyes? Hello, gotta have googly eyes at Halloween. It's funny because I don't really use them any other time of the year, but Halloween, gotta have googly eyes. I mean, it's just hysterical. I just think it's so funny, especially on all the monsters and the, you know, all that fun stuff. So yeah, I thought googly eyes would work really, really well. So when I get to it, I will be putting some googly eyes, googly boogly eyes. I also, with my tape, when I stuck the panel down, I added some extra glue on it as well, just to make sure that it stuck really well, because using moisture on a piece of cardstock, it's going to warp slightly. Even though you can get it as flat as possible, there is a chance it's going to be warped. So I decided that actually a bit of extra adhesive would, wet adhesive would work really well. So just popping some googly eyes on, and that's basically the card. I mean, it's, I can't think I did anything else to it other than these googly eyes, which make me want to die because they're so funny. And yes, I did 2 different sizes for the monster. So if you managed to stick with me through this video and all my traumaticness of the lining up of the voiceover with the video, thank you for sticking around. I'd love it if you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That lets YouTube know that you want to see more from me, and it lets me know that you like what you see. So I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye. Happy Halloween. See you later.